welcome to On Mornings.
On Mornings? It's
We're
Monday.
on.
We're on Mornings.
We're on Mornings.
With who?
Luann and Tim.
That's us.
Yeah, that is us.
Still.
Could you have been busier this weekend?
No, it would not have been possible to have been busier.
Oh my goodness. I hear wonderful things though about the whole WTF experience.
WTF Festival went extremely well. Russell Peters, the casino night was fun. The Thursday night they had a great time. Russell Peters' show was fantastic. I believe that everybody who was in attendance enjoyed themselves. There were close to 3,000 people there that night. Then we did the late night comedy at Sue Blasters. Shout out to the people at Sue Blasters for selling so many of those tickets on behalf of the Festival and Tourism Sault Ste. Marie and the EDC. The place was packed for the late night comedy.
Right on. That's so good.
Then we did the murder mystery on the tour train. And then we got off the train and we went to the Bushplane Museum for the Variety Night, which was sold out. Over 300 seats sold for that. Then late night comedy at the Canadian nightclub downstairs, which was a blast. And then Sunday I spent my day emceeing Bratwurst Beer and Beethoven for the Sault Symphony's 25th anniversary of Music Fest.
And that's a beautiful event.
What a way to spend a day. Outside, beautiful, yesterday's weather.
Awesome.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Blue skies and the river and such a variety of music. Everything from the Steeltown Brass Band and the Symphony, and then Lise White and her trio, and Errant Late Night Gardeners with some really lovely American songbook classics, and the elite dance force sent dancers that just completely blew everybody away.
Really?
So it was a really great day.
Awesome. Good
Yeah,
for
how
you.
are you?
Well, I'm glad you snuck in time for us this morning.
Yes, I'm glad to be back. How about you?
Yes,
Nice
good. Yeah, we just went and opened up a tiki bar with my girlfriend.
Did you?
Yes, she said tiki bar opens 4 p.m.
How fun is that?
So Jim and I went, and I had no fun at all.
Did you watch the Tonys? I didn't see them last night.
No, I just heard about what Robert De Niro said.
De Niro, yes. Mm-hmm.
F-U, Trump.
Yeah.
Like right off the bat.
Not F-U, just F Trump.
F Trump, yes.
He said it twice, actually.
Yes, because he could.
And the audience went crazy, standing ovation. Yeah.
Really?
Wasn't received well by the right, though. In Twitter, there were a lot of people saying that Robert De Niro should be ashamed and it's terrible and disgraceful. And then they said something about those Hollywood elites, and I thought Hollywood. The Tonys are in New York.
Hello.
Yeah, that's that's Donald's hometown that's standing up and cheering for FU. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. Crazy. Bourdain, Anthony Bourdain, of course, we talked about his passing last week. Huge memorial going up at one of the restaurants that he worked at, Le Mall. Unbelievable response to that.
Yeah, Trump tweeted about that.
Did he?
Yeah, he won't tweet about, school shootings, but he'll tweet about Anthony Bourdain's suicide.
What did he say?
Just about what a great guy, that kind of thing, what a loss it is, and his condolences.
That's nice. That was classy.
It was classy. Yeah.
Right on. Good.
I wonder how Anthony Bourdain felt about Trump.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting conversation to have.
Well,
we sort of know how Trump feels about Canada right now.
And we also know how he feels about mental health and supporting that kind of thing.
Yes.
Nothing. So, but Canada, holy smokes, what's going on?
And all his people, too.
Why you got to pick on Canada?
It's like he stabbed us in the back. They're going to North Korea and they expected this big endorsement. Well, he didn't not endorse them. I'm talking about Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
Yes.
And there's a special place in hell for somebody who doesn't wish us well. And I was like,
stabbed us in the back, and
unbelievable.
All he said was that it was a great summit and that we came to we did some great work and we came to some we agreed on, and then Trump said we didn't agree on anything and I'm in charge. Did you see he arrived late for the women's conference?
And left early. He arrived to the G7 late, and he left the G7 early. But the second he was on his aircraft, he started tweeting bad things about.
But no, there was one of the summits, one of the meetings that they had was particularly on women's issues.
Because that's Justin Trudeau.
And he walked in late. His seat was empty, and he walked in, and while the Canadian, I believe it was the Canadian minister was speaking, he missed Prime Minister Trudeau's opening remarks. He was not present. And when he arrived, you see, and there was all these photographers. You can check this out. All these photographers, journalists and everything, his security had to part them like the Red Sea. So, of course, it was this huge deal. Like, what's going on?
Imagine the speaker.
And then he walks in, and if you could have seen the look on his face when he smiled so smugly, like, here I am, and then he sat down directly across from Prime Minister Trudeau and gave him this smile that was just want to, Well, everybody else, and you almost the sound of the cameras clicking almost drowned out the speaker.
Really?
It was what an embarrassment.
That's, you know what, that poor speaker, like I said, talk about distraction.
Talk about disrespectful.
Oh my gosh.
You know, wait for a break in the program or something.
Well, something.
You know, like even you go to the theater, they make you wait in the lobby.
Yeah, right. I wanted to ask you if you finally got to meet Gina Lola International Bridge.
No, you know what?
You still haven't met her?
No, because she was on stage at the Bush Plane at the variety show, and I was out running around helping the other celebrities getting ready, so I completely missed her again.
She's such a card.
And every time I was on one of the trains in the murder mystery, she was in a different car.
Really?
Yeah.
That's no good. You got to meet her.
One of these days.
She's a riot.
Is she?
She has a thicker mustache than you do. I'm just saying. Yeah. She's cute, but a little hairy.
I have got some wonderful guests this morning. We're talking about Habitat for Humanity and the Restore.
Awesome. I love that place.
Yes, and we're also talking about the Big Cup Scramble, the fundraiser for the United Way. It's the Water Tower Inn's Big Cup Scramble, and I've got Maureen Dodd from the United Way, and I have Jamie Hilsinger from the Water Tower Inn.
And I love that place.
Yes, to talk about the golf tournament and the fundraising they're doing for the United Way. So
sounds good. We're looking forward to it.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. We're looking forward to an awesome show with you.
Absolutely. So stay tuned for more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. Welcome back to a beautiful Monday morning in Sault Ste. Marie. Ladies, hello, welcome, welcome.
Hi.
Jamie Hilsinger to my left and Maureen Dodd to my other left. Jamie, of course, from the Water Tower Inn, who is the major sponsor for this year's Big Cup Scramble, and Maureen Dodd from the United Way. Hi, so how are things, Maureen?
They're very, very busy.
Very busy?
Great time for us. We've been, United Way is working with community partners and working on reducing poverty in the community, and it's awesome to have great sponsors like the Water Tower Inn to help us with our golf tournament. We've been running a golf tournament for 21 years.
21 years now?
21
Did it
years.
have different names before? Has it had different names over those years, or has it always been the Big Cup Scramble?
No, it's had different names. Big Cup Scramble is this year.
That's Jimmy Hilsinger, JJ, thinking of the Big Cup Scramble name, and
Absolutely.
he's got some things up his sleeve I know that are all about big cups. So we'll talk about that later. But was it the Mayor's Scramble or something?
There was in 2011 to 2015 was the Mayor's Charity Golf Classic.
Okay.
Pretty much a charity golf classic for United Way all the years before that.
Wonderful. 21 years. Wow.
Yeah, it's a long
So you're talking about reducing poverty. Now, that has such an amazing effect, sort of, what would you call it, a trickle down. Because people who have security, as far as their home and their meals go, if you're able to have a roof over your head and food in your mouth, that's going to keep you from being on the streets, which is also going to keep you from perhaps getting involved with many of the people who are involved with substance use and misuse. The reason is because they have no hope in their lives, they have no security, they have no homes, they don't have proper food, they don't have, and they're in despair. Also educate people who are housed and clothed and fed will do better in school. So there's so many things that if you need that stability in your life in order to be able to succeed. So how does United Way help reduce poverty in Sault Ste. Marie?
Well, United Way set a goal to raise funds in order to support programs that will remove barriers for people. So people who have barriers to education and employment, which can be mental health, could be food, could be for a young single mother. Where do I want to go back to school to finish my education? How do I do that when I have a small child that needs to be looked after? I have no transportation to get to school. What do I do for daycare? What I'm getting doesn't cover all of those. So we will assist those people. We have an options navigator who works out of the NRC on Gore Street.
NRC, the Neighborhood
Resource Center, yes. And they will take people to wherever they need to go. They'll walk with them. George Wright is down there right now doing that work for us. And he's on the street 7 to 9. He's not sitting in an office waiting for people to walk in the door and say, hey, I need help. He's out there just talking, building trust, and finding out what he can do to help them.
Frontline worker. And that's, I know that there are a lot of agencies that would like to be able to do that more, be right in the front lines, have people on the streets, in the communities. Oftentimes it's difficult for them because of funding, and they can't afford to have somebody specifically just out working in the neighborhoods. So that's terrific that you have George down there doing that kind of work. Programming, does United Way have any programming that they can offer to, I mean, besides having the as a liaison to other resources, what kind of programming does United Way offer?
Well, United Way has an essential services division and a brand new food security division. So our essential services division helps people meet their immediate needs. So if someone is having problems paying their rent, or they can come to United Way, we're the person that takes the information on the rent, and then the John Howard Society works with them through their housing program and the DSAB to make sure that that's helped. But we also, District Social Services Administration Board. Sorry, and I think it's got Sault Ste. Marie in front of it.
That's okay. It's just that when people who work in so many of these fields, you end up using acronyms for everything.
We do.
Yes, so
it's terrible.
No, it's not, because it takes a long time to say that every time, or type it all out in an email or whatever. So DSAB, the Social Services Board,
Yes.
right?
So we help people with that. We have an outreach worker in Essential Services who's working in all of the community hubs. So she's at our office in the morning to talk to clients. We work with a lot of seniors. A lot of seniors aren't receiving the incomes that they should be receiving, mostly because they either aren't aware of it, or the paperwork is overwhelming, or they have no family to help them do it. So our outreach worker is in our office in the morning and in the hubs in the afternoon, meeting with these people and getting them the income they need.
So is the United Way sort of a walk-in? Could somebody come to the United Way and walk in and say, I need assistance? Or is it mostly through referral or making appointments? How does that work?
We get it both ways. We get a lot of people, now that we're down on Queen Street, right across from the Esser Center. It puts us right kind of in the center of it all, to steal a logo tagline. But we're there, we're close to some of the agencies that run our programs, and we are close to clients. Clients can walk in, they can take the bus, and that's the station malls across the Ray. So there are people that go there, can come to us, and we're very happy to have them come 9 to 4. We're open Monday to Friday, and we'll tell them where they can go, and we'll take them there if we have to. I've taken a gentleman who came in one day who couldn't hear. I was on nose to nose and he still couldn't hear me, so I walked him down the street to the Canadian Hearing Society, and they got him a set of earphones, and it's like a little MP3, and he turns it on and people can talk and he can now hear them. So just some amazing things are happening since we moved downtown, but that's what we're there for, is to help. If we don't have a program, we will refer them.
And to help fund that, we're going to be having the Big Cup Scramble, and we're going to come back after a brief message, and we'll talk to Jamie Hilsinger about the water tower in Big Cup Scramble for the United Way. Stay with us, Maureen with Luann and Tim. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. I'm talking with Maureen Dodd from the United Way, and now I'm talking to, you sat there so nicely and quietly. Thank you for letting Maureen and I talk past you for the first 5 minutes of the interview.
Maureen has a lot to say. She's very passionate. It's wonderful.
Absolutely. And Jamie, so are you. The Water Tower Inn is now the sponsor for the Big Cup Scramble to raise funds for the United Way. Tell me about the tournament.
Oh, the tournament is going to be so exciting this year. We've changed it to the Big Cup Scramble, so you're actually playing into like paint can size holes.
Paint size can golf holes like on the green?
On the green. So
I might have a chance of actually sinking a putt then. I like the sound of this already.
Yes. So, and the whole idea, I mean, people who know the Water Tower know that we're all about hospitality. And so we have been a big part of the golf planning committee. And as a result, we are all about hospitality on the green. So you're going to have big cups of popcorn, of beer.
Big cups
Superior
of beer? Northern Superior is okay, great.
We're going to have donut cups. Superior Bakery is making us donut cups. They're actually cups.
It's a cup that's made of donut?
Made of donut. How wonderful is that?
I think I'm in love.
So when you get there, you get a big cup of coffee and a big donut cup. Isn't it fun? Cool. We've also got sacks on board. So all the male golfers do love sacks.
I love sacks. I love sacks underwear. Have you not heard of it? If you've not worn them?
Yes. heard the
It's a little bit of heaven.
supporters.
It's a little bit of heaven in your pants, is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of heaven in your pants.
So all the male golfers are actually going to get a pair of sacks.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yes, and you're going to have an opportunity to actually putt on one of the holes into, the hole is a pair of Saks underwear. You have to get it into the ballpark pouch.
Okay, no, but see, this is the thing about Saks, and it's spelled S-A-X-X.
Yes.
The thing about Saks is they have this really unique and comfortable pouch. And they just sort of cradle everything nicely. And so I can imagine that the golf balls would fit perfectly into that little sack pouch in the Saks underwear.
Of course, and if you go into Facebook/United Way SSM, you can actually see a photo of it. Yep. We've set it up.
Wait, sorry, say that website again.
Facebook.com/United Way SSM.
Facebook.com/United Way SSM, and you can see a picture of the Saks. Okay.
We've also got, for the female golfers, because we cannot forget them, and they need support as well, we have Yes It Fits on board. So all female golfers will be getting a $50 Yes It Fits voucher to go for a bra fitting and to get the girls protected. And we do have a whole setup with little bras that you have to putt around to get into the ball.
You got to putt around the bras.
You got to putt around bras.
So you mean that hole is booby trapped?
Well, it's the bra dilemma. Girls can.
This sounds like a total blast.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going
Thank goodness for JJ's demented mind.
Well, we always knew.
Yes, terrific sense of humor.
He's got a terrific sense of humor and a terrific vision.
Yeah,
and
true.
He can always bring his vision to light, which is really impressive.
And what else is impressive is the Water Tower Inn's history for supporting the community.
Absolutely.
Ever since the days of JJ's Kentucky Fried Chicken, he has been a leader in the community when it comes to supporting great causes.
We have celebrated our 44th anniversary this year at the Water Tower Inn. And as a result, at a staff get-together, I put together a little slideshow, and I have a picture of JJ 44 years ago in the Rotary Community Parade, giving out chicken in bell-bottom pants.
He was
and
always
looking dapper.
JJ was always very groovy.
Yes.
He had the long hair, and he had the bell-bottom pants, and he wore a little ascot sometimes with a little gold ring around him. Yes, I remember. I was always he was a fashionista.
So anyway, the Big Cup Scramble is going to be a lot of fun. We still got just a few individual spots available on the teams.
There are some still. So people can still.
You can still get in.
I can still get in and get my Saks underwear. Can I get a bra too? Because I cross-dress.
We might be able to work that out.
That'd be really nice. And then, wait a minute, I am involved already.
You
we're
are.
Having the silent and the real auction.
Yes, so we're going to be returning to the Water Tower Inn for the awards dinner, which will be absolutely delicious. Our chef's working on it right now. And then you are going to be hosting our auction, which is presented by SK Group. And there's going to be a live portion, which I think this is your inaugural live auction.
This is my inaugural live auction. I'll be running around the audience trying to get people to donate money. So if you're going to be there and you're not prepared to bid, be prepared to be picked on.
And
fair warning. Load up your wallet.
Yeah, so there's some great prizes too. We've got a home security package.
St. Marie International Bridge Arch Tour, which always goes over really well.
Yes, we've also got a half-day guided fishing trip from Tyler Dunn Guiding.
Wow.
Yeah, dinner for 20 from the Grand Gardens.
Wait. Dinner for 20?
For 20.
From the Grand
you can have a party.
From Ken and Lee at the Grand Gardens?
Yep.
That's a great idea. I don't have that many friends. Well, I could, if it's free dinner, maybe they'll show up.
And you know what? And you can bring your friends because we also have dinner tickets available. So even if you can't make it for
the
golf tournament, you can just come for the dinner. Yes.
How do they get the tickets?
They can come to in reception. We have them on sale. They're $60, and it's a lot of fun. It's going to be.
What about to register for the actual tournament itself? How do they do that?
They can go to our website. It's watertowerinn.com/UW-golf.
watertowerinn.com/UW United Way Golf.
Exactly.
And there's still room.
There's still a couple
just
of
a few
spots available.
Okay, well, let's hope that this goes like we did with the Humane Society on Friday. We had the Humane Society here on Friday, and there was this beautiful dog named Sugar. She was a 6-year-old Shepherd Cross, and I got a message from Cindy at the Humane Society that day, Sugar got adopted because somebody saw the show and adopted her. So let's hope people watch the show today and fill up the Water Tower Inn Big Cup Scramble for the United Way. There are some spots available. Again,
www.watertowerin.com/UW-Golf.
All right. Maureen Dodd from United Way, Jamie Hilsinger from the Water Tower Inn Big Cup Scramble. Thanks for being here this morning. And it's supposed to be beautiful weather.
Yes.
They're calling for beautiful weather for the scramble as well. And the date for the scramble is?
June 18th.
That's a Monday.
It's a Monday.
June the 18th. What a great way to start off your week by raising money for a great cause and having a good time on the golf course with underwear and bras. So we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim after this. Thanks again.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Tim.
When Lisa Friedman was diagnosed with breast cancer, a genetic test of her tumor suggested chemotherapy would have no effect on the risk of recurrence, allowing her to safely skip the treatment and its dreaded side effects. The 61-year-old Toronto lawyer has been cancer-free for 2 years. A recently published U.S.-led study of more than 10,000 women whose tumors were tested determined that most patients with early-stage estrogen-positive breast cancer and no lymph node spread should be able to avoid chemo and be treated with surgery, radiation, and a hormone-blocking drug like tamoxifen alone. The study is the largest ever performed looking at breast cancer treatment, and its results are expected to spare thousands of women in Canada each year from having to undergo rounds of chemotherapy and its really harsh side effects. Planetary Pride and SWW Farms CEO Rob Waddell released a statement, and it was in response to the upcoming resolution at tonight's City Council meeting from Councillors Myers and Hollingsworth to ban retail cannabis stores in the Soo. Waddell says, quote, the upcoming legalization of cannabis bill C-45 for recreational usage is a step forward in policy for Canada, and the fear-mongering motion put forth by Councillor Myers and supported by Councillor Hollingsworth is 5 steps backwards. Yes, our city has an opioid problem, just like many cities and towns across our country. Cannabis is used as an exit strategy for many people who find themselves addicted to this drug. It is not a gateway drug that leads people into a life of chemical dependence and crime. This myth has been debunked by many scientists and researchers worldwide. Legal cannabis is a projected $20 billion industry, and Waddell doesn't think the city should try to push this industry out of the Soo along with its financial windfall. Waddell adds, it's time to move forward and be forward-thinking in cannabis legalization and embrace it. After all, the city doesn't really have the power to stop it. The city says contractors will be on site this week to start the Civic Center windows and cladding project. The construction is scheduled to last about a year. There will be disruptions getting in and out of the building. The reconstruction will protect the 45-year-old structure from further degradation. A study in 2015 indicated issues with the metal panel support deteriorating, air and water barrier deficiencies and penetration, and inability to find windows that are actually the same color, and numerous seal failures in insulated windows. The study recommended full replacements as soon as possible, but no later than 2018. Arts impresario David Mirvish says the Toronto run of Come From Away will be extended until next spring after the $5 million production broke even in record time. Mirvish says the homegrown hit musical recouped its costs following an unprecedented 14 weeks of sold-out shows at the Royal Alexandra Theatre. The show is expected to wrap up next January, but will now be moved to the Ontario Heritage Trust's Elgin Theatre for an extended run from February to late April. Donald Trump's top aides leveled blistering criticism at Justin Trudeau yesterday for what they see as his betrayal of the president before his summit with North Korea, with one advisor saying Trudeau deserves, quote, a special place in hell. Trudeau, so far, has declined to engage in the latest round of antagonism, instead sending out messages of his own about democracy, women's empowerment, and the environment. Meanwhile, Foreign Affairs Minister Chrystia Freeland says attacks on Justin Trudeau from U.S. President Donald Trump and his aides won't help Canada-U.S. relations. Conservative leader Andrew Scheer agreed the U.S. rhetoric is not helpful.
There is certainly a strong contrast in positions. For me, the most important thing is deeds rather than words. And the deed, the action, which Canada has objected to and will continue to object to very strongly, was the illegal and unjustified imposition of tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum. In terms of the approach that governments choose to take, Canada does not believe that ad hominem attacks are a particularly appropriate.
Social Development Minister Jean-Yves Duclos is unveiling changes to the homelessness partnering strategy today and the rules governing $2.1 billion in program funds that will be spent over the next decade. The homelessness partnering strategy is the key vehicle through which federal money flows to cities for funding local efforts to help people get off the streets. Despite some successes, the program has come under criticism for having burdensome reporting requirements and too restrictive a scope. The government is expected to take an outcomes-based approach to the fund by providing money in exchange for results rather than timely spending. The changes are also expected to allow money to be spent on projects that are outside the Housing First umbrella, which stipulates that they find housing and services for people right away rather than requiring them to seek treatment first. The announcement in Toronto will mark the latest piece of a national poverty reduction strategy the Liberals have promised to deliver in its entirety by next year. Toronto police say a teen boy has been charged with first-degree murder after a 19-year-old was allegedly run down, assaulted, and stabbed to death. Investigators say that late on Saturday afternoon, Aaron Rankine Wright was riding his bike to work when he was allegedly followed and struck by a dark SUV. They allege 3 people got out of the vehicle and began to kick and punch the young man before fleeing the scene on foot. Police say Rankine Wright was taken to hospital and pronounced dead. They say a 17-year-old boy has been charged, and police are looking for 2 other suspects in that case.
Thanks for being with us on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Welcome back, and now it's time for our Relay for Life draw.
Relay for Life. You know what? That's this Saturday already.
Is it the 15th?
Yes.
Holy smokes,
Yes.
June's almost half over. I just started.
I think we should go back to bed.
And then it's going to be July again.
Yeah.
It's going too fast. Slow down.
It is. Slow, slow, slow.
The Relay for Life is June the 15th, 7 p.m. John Rhodes Arena. Goes till 1 o'clock in the morning. It is a beautiful, inspirational event. Everyone is invited. It's a family-friendly event. They're going to have food there and activities for the children. The 7 o'clock walk is the Survivors Walk. The 10 o'clock walk is the Luminary Lap, which is in memory of those we've lost. It's a great cause, fundraising and awareness raising for the Canadian Cancer Society.
It is.
And to help promote it, we have great community partners.
It's unbelievable, the business's reaction.
Donating to for draws here at ONNtv and Sue Online to give away prizes, just because they want to promote and encourage people to get involved in the Relay for Life.
So we're going to do a draw for 4 prizes today, and then we're going to do our last one for 4 prizes on Thursday. So there's still time for you to get involved. Just go to SueOnline.com.
And then I think there's a slash. Is it Sue
/contests.
That's right. Do you want to draw the first one?
Okay, so we'd like to say thanks to Fratelli's Kitchen and Pizzeria for their donation of a $25 gift card.
Thank you, boys at Fratelli's, Serge and Nick. We appreciate that.
Bar One Fitness for a complimentary 3-month gym membership. Awesome.
3 months.
That's like $220. Wow.
One, thank you.
Yeah. The 10 spot for a $50 gift card.
They're located now in the brand new building there,
Yes.
right across from PetSmart and Michael's. They're there, yes.
Yeah, nice building. And Clean and Press Juice Bar, $10 gift card.
Lovely.
Sounds so healthy and fresh.
You want to draw the first one?
Okay, I'll
Lorraine?
draw the first
And
one.
then you have to read the name.
Okay, their name is Allison Frigan.
Frigon or Frigon, it's Frigon. Allison, congratulations, you have won. How do we know which prizes? Did you get to pick them? I don't know how this works.
Our front office picks
Front
who
office
gets
makes
what.
the arrangements about who
Yes.
gets what. You hold all, Paul. Danielle Marchand, congratulations. You have won one of those 4 prizes from our
Awesome.
lovely community sponsors. Thank you.
All right, you hold on.
I hold, you draw.
And this is Paige Linklater.
I love that name.
Yeah, isn't that pretty?
Paige, congratulations.
Congratulations, Paige. You won a
And
prize
here,
as
I'll do
well.
this last one. Ready? Okay. Oh boy. And this was April DePlanty. Congratulations,
Yay!
April. You are our final winner. So go to www.sueonline.com/contest, and you too could win one of these fabulous prizes from our friendly community partners who are donating all these great things for Relay for Life Canadian Cancer Society.
Are you going to be doing Relay for Life?
We are.
with us?
We're called the ONNtv streamers.
Clever, huh?
Live stream.
See what we did there? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think we're gonna even have like apparel, on TV apparel. I hope so.
Wow.
To go with our on TV mugs.
Yes.
Yes. And we'll be doing the laps from 7 till 1 in the morning.
Yes.
Wait,
7 to
that's
1.
that's what day of the week? Is it Saturday? Okay,
Saturday.
that's good. Mama, we can sleep in on Sunday.
Gotta sleep in on Sunday. I can sleep in on Saturday. Too.
Yeah.
I can sleep right till 7 p.m.
She can sleep for 12 hours.
I
like
can.
that.
Just like boom.
Yeah, that's because she's old.
Mama gets tired.
Okay. So now,
What's coming up next?
Pauline, Pennet, and somebody, Dina Chojnowski. Sorry, Dina, she's sitting right in front. Dina Chojnowski. And they're from
She was so impressed because you got the name at first try.
Yeah, and then I forgot who the heck she was. But anyway, they're here from Habitat for Humanity and the Restore to talk about
Awesome.
They have an upcoming event, and we're going to talk a little bit about the great work that they do in our community as well.
Did you see the huts along the second
I
line?
know, and you know who builds those huts?
Who?
Volunteers.
They're solid. My husband went over and banged on one because he had to. And he said, they're like, my goodness. He said, they are solid things.
I'm telling you, these people, men and women, they know what they're doing.
Yes.
You see them out there, and they got their safety gear and their helmets and the boom. Yeah,
They're giving it.
And I will have to find out from these ladies how you get those huts. Do you bid on them, or
Yes.
just buy them, or how it
Yes.
works? All right, so
Ask that question, will you?
okay. Thank you. Thanks for the tips. Little Miss Anchor.
Yeah.
Throw you off a ship and watch you sink.
That's why I'm here.
All right, we're at 5 minutes, I hear, so it's time to
we
wrap
should-
up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. They're saying, shut up in there.
And we'll be back with, did I start this one? I'll
Yeah,
finish
you
this
finish
one.
it
We'll be
too.
back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. Stay with us. So happy to have Pauline Pennet here from Habitat for Humanity and Dina Chojnowski. Thanks for joining us. I got your name right that time. Boom.
Yes, thank you.
Pauline, you have quite a title. Tell me your title.
I am the Office and Volunteer Administrator with Habitat for Humanity, Sault Ste. Marie area.
And Dina Chojnowski, your title is?
I am the Finance and Fundraising Administrator with Habitat Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
Right on. So let's tell people who don't know. First of all, the Restore is probably the most recognizable sort of facility in Sault Ste. Marie that people could connect with Habitat for Humanity, right?
Right. Yeah.
And the Restore is located on, I guess officially you're located on North Street.
Correct.
Is that your street address?
Our address is 32 White Oak Drive East.
Oh, that's kind of weird because there's no entrance from White Oak Drive.
There is. That's where all of the trucks pull in to
Oh,
other
that one where you go to the loading
Yes,
bay.
yes.
That's considered your address.
Yes.
But the main doors are on the parking lot, which comes off of North Street.
Right.
And we drive by it on Second Line, and that's where we see all those huts and some of the great stuff you have. I always love driving by and seeing what's in front of the Restore today. Ooh, look at the patio furniture, or ooh, look at, yeah. You must get a lot of people coming in just because of those items items that are sitting outside, do you?
We do, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
And then in the store, holy smokes, if you have not been to the Restore, you'd have a field day in there. If you like, if you're in any kind of home improvement projects, any of that kind of stuff, decorating, if you need some furniture, you carry everything in there, don't you?
Plumbing, electrical, everything.
I mean, and some of this stuff is brand new, never opened, in its original containers, in its original packaging.
Right.
Flooring, go in there and find flooring tiles, and if you're looking to do a bathroom, sometimes you'll find they'll have enough to do an entire floor in a bathroom. I mean, that kind of stock.
Exactly.
Doors. You need doors for inside your house, outside your house. You have an amazing assortment of doors, and do you do windows too?
Yes, we do.
I wasn't sure about that. You do.
We do.
And then like nuts and bolts and like the tiniest little things and washers and everything. And then the furniture, couches, chairs, lamps, electronics,
Yes.
kitchen appliances.
Oh,
You do
everything.
stoves and fridges.
Yes.
It's all in there at the Restore. And we were yesterday at Bratwurst Beer in Beethoven.
Yes,
You
we
had
were.
a table set up for Music
Yes.
Fest. And I was saying from the stage about, rather than don't fill the landfill, fill the Restore.
Right.
And yes, you'd like
And
to
we're
use
gonna
that.
use that.
Yes, and I'll only charge you, let's see. No, I'm just kidding. That'll be my donation.
Well, thank you.
That's all I can donate. I don't have any money. I just have brains.
Donate furniture, we're okay.
Okay.
Yes.
How do we donate furniture?
Good.
There's several ways that you can donate. One is, like we talked about, the dock that's in the back to deliver.
You just drive in with your truck or your
You can-
trailer or whatever?
Yep, and the guys will help you with it, and
You always have
take
somebody
care of
on
it.
site to receive this
Yes,
stuff?
we do.
What hours can we drop stuff off?
9:30 till 4:30, Monday through Saturday.
So, Dina?
Yes.
So, Dina, 9:30 to 4:30, which days?
Mondays through Saturdays.
Oh, even on Saturdays we can drop stuff
Yes.
off. That's really convenient, actually, because
Yeah.
not everybody is available during the day on the weekdays
Correct.
to do that. But so you have a whole day on Saturday, you can get in there.
Yes.
And then what about where do you get the stuff that's all brand new? Does that come from vendors themselves? Do they make donations to you? I see some Home
Yeah.
Depot stuff in there.
Yes, Home Depot's a very big sponsor for us as well. Anybody that has leftover product that they can't sell and they need to get rid of, we'll take as well.
And that often happens too. I mean, if you're wallpapering, sometimes you end up with more than you need, or if you're, once again, tiling, you end up with extra tiles that somebody could use for a smaller room or even for an entire kitchen wall backsplash. If you've got leftover stuff, contact Habitat for Humanity and the Restore and let them know, or just bring it there. Do you do any pickups at all?
Yes, we do.
Oh, you do?
We also do schedule pickups Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And the guys are usually on the truck most of the day. You can call in to schedule the pickups, or you can do it through our website.
What kind of staff do you have there? What size is your staff? That sounds like a lot of people involved in this.
A lot of volunteers.
Volunteers.
Yes, we have, there is the administrative staff and then a lot of volunteers. I have about 185 active volunteers.
That's incredible.
Right.
Well, thanks to the volunteers, but that's an awful lot of organization too
Yes,
on your part.
yes.
Do you do the scheduling for the? I would say so because you're the volunteer person.
For the volunteers, I do the scheduling, yes.
That's-
Oh, and we didn't mention that pickups are free.
You get picked up for free. I'd like to get picked up for free. I'm available this weekend, as a matter of fact.
There you go.
Volunteers, how do we volunteer? How do we contact you?
Just come into the store.
Just go into
on our website, which is
What's your-
habitatsioux.ca.
Habitat Sioux, spelled SAULT?
Right.
Habitatsioux.ca?
Yes.
And you can volunteer?
Exactly.
What about those? So Luann wanted to know about those the sheds, those famous sheds that have become so well known for these. The volunteers build them, mostly. Sometimes
It's-
you have part.
It's a partnership with Ontario Works
Yes.
and
That's
Sioux College.
amazing.
Yes.
So
oh,
they're
that
get-
is
They're
great.
getting training, and they're building the sheds for us that we raffle off.
And that's giving people skills. It's giving them a feeling of purpose.
Exactly.
And it provides them with a little bit of income to help them as well.
Exactly.
They're doing it through the schooling program through Sioux College, through Ontario Works.
Oh, so it's a
they're-
placement
It's part
sort
of their
thing.
placement, yes.
And then also your volunteers, if you have somebody who's a high school, do you let volunteers from high school participate?
definitely.
So they get their community service hours?
Yes,
Because you need 40 hours to graduate, so if you want to have a nice time look at these lovely ladies, wouldn't you have fun do you have fun together?
Oh, it's fun in there.
Yes.
Yes. It's like a
Okay.
big family.
All right, so listen, we got to take a break because we got to still talk about the event that you're
Okay.
here to
Yes.
promote. So we're we're going to go to see, I told you how fast. That was 6 minutes.
Wow.
We'll be back in a minute to talk about the event that Habitat for Humanity Sault Ste. Marie is coming up with and to raise funds for all the great work they do in our community. Stay with us. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. Man went to get me a coffee. So right now we're just flying by the seat of our pants, but that's okay. I don't need no stinking cameraman. Tell me about the event. What's it called?
Well, there's two
Summer
names
Blowout.
for it.
Two names for it.
Summer Blowout event and the Huts for Homes draw.
So Luann with this Huts for Homes draw, Luann was talking about the huts. Jim knocked, he said solid, he likes it, he wants a hut. So how do they get one? It's a draw?
It's a draw. You can buy tickets at Habitat for Humanity Restore. You can also buy them from Home Hardware. They're our sponsors in this. They did give us the the huts to build. The tickets are $10 each, or 3 for $25.
$10 each or 3 for $25.
Yeah.
3 tickets for $25 to win a hut.
Yes.
One of 6.
One of 6.
That's great. I would buy more. I would buy like $100 worth of tickets just because. Well, you know.
We have that on camera now.
You have that on camera. Do you know how much you would pay for one of those things to have one built or to build one yourself?
I do know the cost of them. They're about $2,000 each, and they're 8x8.
Dina Chojnowski. Holy Dina Chojnowski. How much retail? $2,000 per hut. And
yeah.
so you can win one for $25 for 3 tickets, $10 for one.
Exactly.
Again, tickets are where?
At Habitat Restore, Home Hardware, Exit Realty also has them for us.
That's nice of
Yes.
them. And then the blowout.
Yes.
Okay, this is the one I'm going to as well because 50% off.
Everything in the store, even brand new items that are the blue sticker.
That's 50. Okay,
50%
if you
off.
have been in the store, if you haven't been in, you don't understand that the prices in there are already ridiculously inexpensive for really good quality stuff. I mean, this stuff is not. This is not. They're not. You're not putting out stuff that is not worthy of being resold.
Correct.
Exactly.
You have standards, after all.
We do.
And so 50% off is going to make those prices ridiculously low. When is this event? When is the blowout?
The 16th, which
So
is
that's
Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday the 16th of what?
Of June.
This coming Saturday.
I thought Saturday was the 15th.
No.
Friday's the 15th?
Friday's the 15th, so your Relay for Life is on the 15th.
Oh, it's a
On the
Friday. Was I saying Saturday,
Yes.
you guys? Oh my gosh. Thank you for being here to
That's
straighten me out
okay.
on when the Relay for Life is. And so it's Saturday the 16th. From what
Yes.
time?
9 to 5.
9 to 5. And is the draw, when's the draw happening?
At 3 o'clock that
At
Saturday.
3 p.m. that Saturday. So you have all week now to buy your tickets, or you could just come in for the event and buy your tickets
Tickets
there at
that
the
day,
last
yes.
minute.
Right.
And that would be very exciting too. So you could shop, buy the tickets, and then maybe go home with what you bought plus a hut.
Exactly. And have hamburgers and hot dogs and popcorn and bake sale. Everything's going
Come on, in the parking lot?
Yes.
And it's going to be beautiful weather again?
Yeah. Oh, good.
Oh, you
Face
guys.
painting for the kids.
Face painting too?
Face painting too,
Oh, okay.
yes.
Listen, this is the place to be this Saturday from 9 to 5 p.m. Habitat for Humanity. You know where it is, the corner of 2nd Line and North Street. Thank you very much, Dina and Pauline, for
You're
being
welcome.
here.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for all
having
you
us.
doing.
For having us.
So where does the money go, by the way?
It goes towards the builds that we're currently doing. We are currently building homes 10 and 11. Yes.
You're building what?
Homes 10 and 11.
For
You're
me-
already on the building your 10th and 11th houses for worthy and needy families in Sault
Yes,
Ste. Marie.
exactly.
Okay, this is amazing. We've done 2 shows now, 2 episodes today, 2 guests talking about reducing poverty and helping people get on their feet, get a roof over their head, and have that kind of security so they can succeed in
Yes,
life.
Exactly.
This is all very inspirational. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We'll be right
you
back
for
to wrap
having
things up with my best friend and anchor, Luann Young, on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Stay with us.
And welcome back to ONNtv Mornings with Luann and Tim. Where did you get that coffee?
Well,
just kind of showed up on the
Our
desk
friend
here.
and cameraman Bruce Clement made me a cup of coffee while I was interviewing Pauline and Dina, and he snuck it
really?
onto the desk while I was chatting away. And you make a mean cup of coffee, Mr. Clement. I'll tell you, I think he stirred it with his pinky because it's very sweet. Delicious.
You're such a suck up.
Yeah.
So that was a really interesting
You hear about the huts?
Yes.
Okay, so you tell Jim, go to Habitat for Humanity this Sunday the 16th. I've been saying Saturday was the 16th, 15th. It's not.
No.
Friday Relay for Life is the 15th. Saturday the 16th.
Oh, wait a minute. Friday's Relay for Life.
Yes.
Oh.
So we're sleeping in Saturday.
And Sunday.
And Sunday. But no, the Habitat for Humanity 9 to 5 at the store. And it's a big event. They're doing a blowout. Everything is 50% off. Everything in the store. Plus, you can buy $25 for 3 tickets or 1 for 10 to win one of those 6 huts.
Oh, nice.
Retail value $2,000.
Oh my goodness. See, I knew they were well made.
Tell Jim.
That's awesome. I'll have to tell him for sure.
I'm going to be there having hot dogs and hamburgers and getting my face painted. But after I wake up after doing the Relay for Life on the Friday, June the 15th.
Friday, June 15th.
I can't believe I did that. I'm sorry to the Canadian
You know
Cancer
what?
Society if I screwed
I've been
anybody
doing
up
that
with
too, though. I've been telling everybody
we need
Saturday.
a calendar on the wall in front of us.
Yes, we do.
It's going to be a beautiful day.
Yes,
the rest
it's
of the
going to
day.
be gorgeous.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm going to go home and I've got to finish painting my deck around the pool.
Do you?
Yeah,
You
because
painted it and then it rained on
rained.
it. Brilliant.
I'll go back and do some of it again. And I'm so excited because on June 22nd, Keith finishes working on Bad Blood and Sudbury and he comes home
Yay.
after 15 and a half weeks.
That's a long
Oh,
time.
I have a dirty house. Can I tell you that right now? I got a dirty house and my yard needs work, so honey, get home fast.
Hurry up and get over here.
Yeah, put him back to work.
My son's coming home.
Nice.
Yes, and his girlfriend.
Oh, have you met her yet?
I have met her a couple of times. She's just a doll, so we're looking forward
Is
to
that this
having him
weekend?
home. Like tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, they're coming tomorrow.
Well, okay, we're going to have Family Day,
Yes.
Family Week coming up
Yes.
here. And we'll see you back. You're like our family, so come back and
Yes.
join us tomorrow.
Absolutely. Have
Here
an
on-
awesome day.
Thank you. You too. Mornings with Luann and Tim. See you
Have a
tomorrow.
good one.